think Brian Mullin is back in the chat.
Yeah, we think he came on as a sock and started haranguing George about something in one of the comment threads.
Well, he was defending Brian. The sock was defending Brian Mullin.
Oh yeah, tooth and nail.
So if indeed that was Brian Mullin, then I find that particularly disturbing because of the comments he made where he felt he was representing the truest form of professional engineers and questioning accepted beliefs and
I think he probably disappeared when you said his name because he doesn't want it turned into his employers again. You know, imagine if you said the same. Look, Brian's still at it.
Yeah, could be. Is I won't say.
Right. So if the professional board had no issue, and you're saying you felt there was an issue, what was the issue you felt there was?
Yeah, it comes back to this ethical code thing that you were talking about.
Yes. I'm trying to focus on that.
Yes, please, George. If you can screen share it and just specifically highlight what it was that was concerning to you.
Hang on, I'm trying to see screen share. Okay. Should be coming up now.
Yeah, you've just got the hangout at the moment, but yeah, let me know when you've got whatever you want to share.
I'll go to it here. Oop. All right, is the text up now?
It is indeed.
Yeah. Okay, whoops. Okay, here it is.
Sorry, this looks like you're taking it from a page called Flat Earth Answers.
Yeah, this is copy and pasted from the board's code of ethics.
Can we see the board of ethics?
Can we see that, please? Sorry, Anthony, I've got this.
Okay, I'll do a search on that. I'll
Could you zoom in a nudge so it's more readable?
No. I'm not happy with something that's come from a Flat Earth Answers website.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
So what was that? Just before you go on. So what was that, George?
I'll just read. Okay, I'll read the points first so that you.
I want to see it. Hold on. Is this where you? Hold on, George.
Look at
George.
Then I'll go to the site and get you.
George. Hello. Yeah. Was this where you got this reference from initially?
Yes, I will. But
No. Just listen to my question. George, shut up. Stop talking. George, trying to ask you a question. You keep talking. Was this where you originally found this point?
No.
Well, can you show me where you found it originally?
Website of the National Board.
Right, that's what we want to see, George.
Yeah, you can see that.
But if you can bring up the original source, please.
Yes, I'll get there. Hang on. But if you go, just so you know, in the comment section to this video.
No, George, right? Please, can you just stop talking about your video and go and get us the source information for why you felt the need to nearly ruin a man's career? Okay. Thank you. In your own time.
I didn't try to ruin his.
Look, just go and get your reference for why you felt it need to call up somebody's potential employer. You had no idea their position on the board.
I did not call his employer.
Potential. Listen, try and open your ears when I talk. You had no idea whether or not people on that board employed him or not. You had absolutely no idea, yet you inquired about whether or not he'd had complaints made against him, potentially stirring the pot, and I want to know why. I'd like to see the original source material you went to and why you went to it. Sorry, if I can just finish my sentence. If I can just finish my sentence, please, George. Thanks.
Go ahead.
So, when you were inquiring, you were straight to whether or not this man was justified in holding a license and being able to maintain his career, correct?
No, that's not.
Well, you're looking at license.
You're
looking
phrasing it in a way that is.
What makes you sound like a complete shit. Yes, George, that's exactly how I'm phrasing it, and everyone watching knows that. So, George, have you got that up now?
Yeah, I got it.
Excellent. So I've just shared your page. So can you just take us to what it was that you thought was necessary to contact a man on YouTube who you had no previous association with? You're back on your YouTube page on your video, George.
Just a minute. Just hold on.
No. What are you doing?
Okay, it's under the register.
You're back on your page.
It's under registrants' obligations to society. Okay. So I just want to find which section it was. Okay, this has been rewritten a bit since I read it. You could go to the section here.
It says 2007 at the top.
Not been updated anytime soon.
11 years old, George.
Just a minute, something isn't quite right.
You're back on your video again, George, it seems.
Yes, just a minute. Hold on a
Can you
sec.
go to the page with the code of ethics, not your YouTube video, and find what it was that you felt it was necessary to contact a person you had absolutely zero association with on YouTube and put their career in jeopardy? I'd like you to get off this page immediately, George. You don't seem to be listening.
Nathan, shut the hell up for
Don't swear at me. How dare you, you obnoxious man. Just go to the code of ethics you thought it was necessary to put a man's career at risk and show us what it was you felt was justified in contacting the board of people who gave him his license. Can you go to that page, not your YouTube video?
George, it's numbered paragraph 1, so it's probably going to be at the top.
See, what I'm looking at, what had me concerned is what I have here, and I'm trying to compare.
Shut up! This is a YouTube video! Get this crap off my page, George, now! This is your YouTube video.
All I'm trying to do is compare.
Thank you.
I'm trying to find the section.
Left click your mouse. Thank you, George. Show me in here what you're now back on the Hangout, George. Yeah, that's it. Click on there. Show me what it was that you deemed necessary to put a man's career at risk.
That's what I'm.
You're back on your YouTube video again, George. You can't seem to help yourself. Go back to the code of ethics, the thing you claimed was a justified reason to put a man's career at risk, and show me in that tab. Come away from your video, George. This is not what we want to see.
Okay, here we go. Professional obligations. Right here.
Maybe you could read them, George. Sorry, George, you've got it. You've got your video back on, which is going to really annoy me, right? You're dealing with quite hot-headed people at the moment that are trying to keep their nerve because they're all quite annoyed at you. Now, I'd like you to go back to the code of ethics that you claim was a justification for putting a man's career at risk and show me underneath the right-hand paragraph that you had up a moment ago. Scroll up. There you go. See where it says professional obligations? Please can you read them and tell me which one of those you felt was a justification for putting a man's career at risk? Thank you.
I wasn't putting his career at risk.
I don't want you to tell me what you think you were doing when you were contacting the board of a man's license, okay? Just read out what it was you felt justified that most disgusting action that you took, please.
Well, so
George, hang on, George, you absolutely were putting the man's career at risk by ringing the board of governors or the board of regulators.
So, can you read out, please, what it was that you felt justified it? It's taken about 20 minutes to get to this. We had to find the document for you. Now I'd like you to read the paragraph that you felt justified with. You just seem to be silent, George. We found it for you. Now I'd like you to read it.
I'm trying to find the section that is the one that I was concerned with.
Is it unethical?
Different
Sorry,
from what
no.
Yeah.
You weren't concerned with the section from this paragraph. You were looking to ruin a man's career. That's what you were apparently concerned with based on what you found in this document and now cannot find. So you were so concerned based on what you saw in this document that you put a man's career at risk. Now you can't quite find it. Is that correct, George?
No, that's not correct.
Well, why can't you find it? Did you lie, George? Did you really get the information from a YouTube video?
No, I did not get information.
Well, you don't
from
seem to be able to find it, even though we found this for you. Why did you feel it was necessary to put a man's career at risk, George?
Did not put his career.
Don't tell me what you did. I am telling you, you put a man's career at risk based on what you have done, and you don't even seem to have you don't even seem to have a justifiable reason. You've given one, and now you can't find the paragraph. You're just scrolling back and forth inanely. Read the paragraph that you felt justified in what you did. Read it, George.
Says it all.
Is there anything there that actually justifies your actions, George? What? You should be able to go straight to this, George. You were straight on the phone with them. You've had a discussion about whether or not he's had previous complaints based on this. Where is it? You seem to be not interrupting me and just silent now, George.
I'm reading.
Show me what you felt justified in doing so against a man you'd never met or had any interaction with. It doesn't seem to be here, George. What is it that you were referencing?
Nathan, give him a minute. Let him have a minute.
He's had 20.
He's reading. He may
He's
be a
had
slow
20
reader.
minutes. This is supposed to be the thing he used. He said he went to this originally, not a YouTube video. Now he can't find it. I think he's lying.
I agree, but I want him to hang himself if he is.
Okay. If I was putting a man's life at risk in terms of their career, then I would absolutely be able to go straight back to the document and find the exact piece of information I needed. Yet here we are, 5 minutes later, George going back and forth over the exact same pieces of information over and over again. If he's used this document, he would know where the information was. He doesn't.
You can't even remember.
Right, so
What are you looking for
Sorry,
specifically?
why is this video on page again? What the hell is going on? Take it off screen.
Right, why didn't you
Take it off screen. Why are
didn't
you looking
save
at your
it on-
YouTube video again, George? Is it
Well, I'll
really?
tell you what.
Is this your? This is actually your justification, isn't it? You've got the information from a
No, no,
YouTube
no, no,
commenter.
No, I did not get information off YouTube. I copied.
Well,
and
you are
pasted-
literally doing
Well,
that right now, you complete idiot. Look at what's on page in front of you. It says YouTube. Can you read?
What?
It says YouTube. Do you read what it says? Top left. Read it.
This is my.
Yes, I know what it is, you complete buffoon, and I'm telling you I want the official document you used, and you can't find it. You keep going back to a YouTube video. You've put a man's life at risk in terms of his career, and all you can do is reference a bloody YouTube video and laugh. Oh, here we go again. So we're back to your YouTube video with no citation whatsoever, George. What are you doing? So your reference is YouTube.
Right, can I just read?
It
Stop.
isn't YouTube.
There's
It's a
no
cut-
obligations to society.
Sorry, he's just said it's not YouTube. So I'm just for the audience's benefit, because George is a liar, highlight where this reference is from. It says with a red play button, YOU, and then there's a capital TUBE. So this is a reference from YouTube.
One can reasonably argue that Mullin has violated several of the PE rules of professional conduct under the rules bylaws shown in the part below. So let's see these rules that you claim that he's broke.
How much longer do you need, George?
Here it is. Here's a document.
Now let's see several. Let's
Right, so
go
this
for
is
three.
from
I'll post it for you
WSE.edu.
in the side chat.
So this is an educational video. Sorry, an educational document, yeah?
No.
Yes, it is.
This
.edu.
is from the NCES site.
No, it doesn't look like
No,
it.
no,
It's
it
not-
doesn't look
no,
like
it's
that.
not.
So it's from.
What?
It's not
No. What does it say in the search bar at the top?
It does say EDU. Can we be more specific with where this has come from, please, George?
Right here. Can't
What
you
does it
see?
say at the top?
What's the citation, though? wsu.edu. What is that?
What is
SYSE.
YSU.edu. That's not NCEES. That's not their own site.
Can you open up a fresh window and go to the homepage for that site, George? Let's see. Is it? We want to know what it is.
No. Go back to the page you were just on. How do we establish a homepage for this?
Just get rid of everything after the edu/.
Yeah,
And that'll take you to the homepage.
Yeah, so the /. Get rid of everything up to the /.
Yeah. Just get that and let's see what that webpage is.
Biological Systems Engineering.
Washington State
Washington
University.
State University.
So it's a university paper, education. What's that?
So it's not the citation from the.
So what does it have to do with?
Yeah, it's not a regulatory
It
body.
applies
Let's
to the
phrase it as a
university
question. Hold on.
and another
It's
state.
a club.
Hold on, everyone. George, would you say that's accredited citation? It's not come from that board. You're looking at it rather than answering me.
The Washington State University is tied in with the boards. Many of the universities, board members come from the universities, and the.
Why are you not citing from the board itself, the regulatory board itself, and a university website?
The people you were so incensed that you had to
This is
call.
what came up when I did my search just now.
No, it didn't. We just watched what happened when you came up and did your search with references from a YouTube video, and this was not what came up. We watched you do it for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, maybe even half an hour. So it didn't come up when you did your search originally. It would have come up now. It didn't.
So who's the author of this page, George? It should give an author title at the bottom somewhere, maybe.
There went.
Who's the author of this page? Because this is clearly secondary evidence. It's not primary. It's probably even
Can
tertiary.
you just scroll to the bottom, please?
Where you are.
Printed with the permission of.
Hang
So
on.
you don't seem to understand what.
George,
what you
go back to the bottom, please. Let's read what it says at the bottom. Printed with the permission of what? I can't read, the box is in the way.
want. Oh,
Printed with the permission of NSPE. Now, is NSPE the Board of Engineers?
It was the
National
one.
Society of Professional Engineers.
So why is it not cited on their guidance that is the official guidance? This is not even the same.
It's secondary with a.
Well, I
an
was
asterisk.
to be honest, I wasn't prepared to go through this to get everything in order. I mean, this just all of a
So he was in
sudden
a rush.
came up.
Yeah, you wanted to give a just so story.
Now,
instead.
if you want me to spend some time to put this all together, I can go off and do it, and I can join you at another time. But this
That would
just,
be nice.
We've now got to the document. So, secondary or otherwise, fine. If you can now show us what it was specifically that you felt justified a call to the board of the person that licensed a man you'd never met and putting his career at risk. Excellent. In your own time, George.
I don't like the way that you stated it, that's all. I'm not going to answer to something when you put it that way. If you'd let me explain, I've been trying to explain this, is I'm going to bring this back up and Nathan's going to complain, that's fine.
Hold on, no. What the hell is going on? We've just found the document. I've made a pause and said, George, take us to the actual line that you had a grievance with, and now we're back on YouTube. Can you go back to that document and tell me what it was specifically in that document, secondary or otherwise, that you felt the need to call the board of Brian? That's it. Show me.
I'm trying to
Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing? Yeah. George,
well,
please.
if you shut up long enough, I'd tell you.
You're on the YouTube page. Can you come off the YouTube page?
25 minutes.
Come off this page. Go back to the secondary university
this
information.
This is my video. This
and
is
show
my
me-
video. This is where
I am not interested in your video. I'm interested in the document.
Paste from the page that had me concerned. Now,
Go to the original, George. Go to the
I will.
original.
George, please
That's
can you
what
go
I've
to
been
the
trying to
original
do.
document, not your YouTube page, please?
I'll tell you what. We'll pick this up another time.
Why?
Don't run
I
away.
have time to find the original.
Hold on.
Run away. Don't run
I'm just
away.
doing everything here at the spur of the moment. I'm on the fly.
Not spur of the moment. This is after the fact. You've already done it. You've already put this man's career at risk. It's not spur of the moment. This is a secondary. You've come back to it. This isn't spur of the moment. This is the second time
this
you've
is
done
spur
this,
of the moment.
apparently.
This inquiry
No.
was, gosh, a year ago or more.
What, you can't
So?
remember a year ago? How did you pass your bloody degree?
Hold on. Look, before George runs away, I would like him to actually show me.
I'm not going to run away. I'm just going to come back when I'm prepared to deal with this, because this is all spur of the moment.
Not really. You did know this was going to be challenged.
Well, I didn't know that I was going to have to pull up these.
Yeah, called presented evidence. Yeah.
I gotta go.
Sorry, let me get this straight. We've just spent half an hour finding those documents, and George is just closing all those tabs.
What do you want? What is it you want?
Sorry, why are you closing those tabs? And why are you closing those tabs, George? George, why are you closing those tabs?
Who was it? Okay. Brian Mullin had produced a number of videos that called into question his competency as an engineer.
In your opinion.
And can I just say that you originally said ethical? You didn't say competent.
Come on. Let him do his thing.
Yeah, he's changing his story, though. He said ethical.
We're never going to get to it if we keep interrupting him. Come on.
Rules of professional conduct go directly to ethics. Was that Mr. Riley saying that?
Yeah, but you can't establish that with a principle that you're relying on. And you started off by saying it was ethics, but now you're talking about.
Well, it has to go with ethics. So a person's conduct as an engineer directly.
Yeah, but you're talking about competence. That's not the same as ethicalness.
Guys, just let him finish.
Well,
with
it
what he
does is
says.
you misrepresent yourself and misrepresent.
Just listen to what he says.
Credentials.
Literally, let him say what he needs to say.
In part here, E here, it says registrants shall express a professional opinion publicly only when it is founded upon adequate knowledge of the facts and a competent evaluation of the subject matter. Okay. In my opinion, he's in violation of that. He was not competent. He did not present a competent evaluation of the subject matter, because I was very easily able to show where he went wrong and his misrepresentations in certain of his videos, particularly episode 3 was a total botch job of deriving Kepler's third law.
Let's say that you're right. The basis on which you claim that he was wrong is a university paper that's internal to that university.
No, look at. I'm not saying that's what came up when I did the search. I would have to go back.
It's not been changed since 2007, George.
There's two types of documents. There's the rules of professional conduct, and there are the code of ethics. What I'm particularly focused on is in the rules of professional conduct.
Yeah, but you haven't though.
Into the ethics also.
George, you haven't done that.
Hold on. How does this even apply?
Exactly. What the hell does Kepler's law have to do with engineering, George?
I would not have had an issue with him if he did not sit in his videos and telling people he's a professional engineer. He's licensed in Florida. He's licensed in, I believe, North Carolina, and maybe one other state.
But he is.
Yeah, but
no, if he had,
hold on, everyone, hold on, George. You just said you don't like him saying that he's an accredited engineer. He is. So, George, you've just stated you didn't like him saying he was a professional engineer, and he is. Oh, wow. George has dropped. George has decided that the heat has got too much, and that his dislike of Brian Mullin stating that he was an engineer and is an engineer, that just wasn't to George's satisfaction. He just didn't like it.
Basically, the problem with Nathan Oakley's moderation is that the guy is, I won't say.
I think he probably disappeared when you said his name because he doesn't want it turned into his employers again.